Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll dive deep into the explosive drama unfolding in General Hospital. From shocking revelations to life-altering decisions, the tension in Port Charles is at an all-time high. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's explore every twist and turn in excruciating detail. The sniper's bullet, danger escalates in Prague. Let's start with one of the most gripping moments in recent memory: Valentine Cassidy's dramatic encounter with Lulu Spencer and Dante Falconeri in Prague. Just as Valentine attempted to assert control over the tense reunion between Charlotte Cassidy and her mother, chaos erupted. An unseen sniper took aim and shattered the cafe's glass with a chilling shot. The scene was charged with fear and uncertainty. Valentine, ever the protective father, immediately shielded Charlotte, while Lulu and Dante scrambled to assess the danger. The sniper's motivations remain shrouded in mystery. Was this an attack on Valentine by one of his many enemies, or could the sniper have been targeting someone else entirely? Could this even be part of a larger plot involving the Cassidy family's notorious web of deception? Charlotte's visible distress adds another layer to the unfolding drama. The emotional impact of witnessing such violence, combined with the constant tug-of-war between her parents, may leave lasting scars on her psyche. What does this mean for her future relationships with both Valentine and Lulu? As viewers, we're left wondering whether this attack will finally push Valentine to seek redemption or drive him deeper into his dark tendencies. Anna Devane's high-stakes confrontation with Brennan. Back in Port Charles, Anna Devane is not here to play games. Her fiery showdown with Jack Brennan takes center stage this week as tensions between them hit a boiling point. Anna's maternal instincts kicked into overdrive when Brennan dared to involve Emma Drake in his manipulative schemes. Anna's warning, "Emma is off limits," reverberated with unyielding determination. The conflict reached its peak when Anna, never one to back down, used a taser on Brennan to subdue him. This shocking moment encapsulated Anna's willingness to go to any lengths to protect her family. The confrontation also hinted at deeper stakes: what exactly is Brennan's endgame, and how much danger does he truly pose to Anna and those she loves? Fans can't help but wonder how this intense exchange will ripple through Anna's relationships. Will her actions strengthen her resolve to protect her loved ones, or could they isolate her further? The implications are vast, and the fallout promises to keep us on the edge of our seats. Sonny Corinthos' medical emergency, a fight for survival. Turning our attention to Sonny Corinthos, the powerful mob boss faces his most vulnerable moment yet. Sonny collapsed in the boxing ring, clutching his chest in agony, a chilling sign of severe heart issues. This isn't just a fleeting health scare, it's a stark reminder that even the seemingly invincible Sonny isn't immune to the frailties of life. The timing of this crisis couldn't be worse. With his complex relationships and numerous enemies, Sonny's hospitalization could leave his empire vulnerable to external threats. Who will find him in time to call for help? Could this incident be the catalyst that forces Sonny to re-evaluate his priorities, or will his stubbornness prevent him from making the necessary changes to ensure his survival? Family dynamics are also at play here. Kristina Corinthos Davis, staying with Sonny, may be the first to discover his condition. How will she cope with the prospect of losing her father, especially after their recent efforts to rebuild their bond? This medical emergency has the potential to reshape Sonny's relationships and redefine his role in Port Charles. Ava Jerome's desperate plea to Alexis Davis. Ava Jerome, ever the fighter, refuses to accept defeat in her quest to regain her divorce settlement. Her relentless knocking on Alexis Davis's door symbolizes her determination to reclaim control over her life. When Alexis finally agrees to hear Ava out, the tension between these two formidable women crackles like electricity. Ava's desperation is palpable as she appeals to Alexis not just as a lawyer but as a fellow mother. The stakes couldn't be higher for Ava, whose custody battle with Sonny hinges on securing her financial independence. However, Alexis, ever the pragmatist, isn't easily swayed by emotional arguments. The verbal sparring between these two characters reveals layers of complexity, from Ava's vulnerability to Alexis' steadfast principles. What happens next? Will Ava's persistence pay off, or will Alexis' refusal push her to explore riskier avenues? The dynamic between these characters is a compelling blend of conflict and mutual respect, making their interactions a highlight of the week. Sasha's shocking news and Michael's dilemma. In one of the most emotional moments of the week, Sasha Gilmore Corbin reveals to Michael Corinthos that she's pregnant with his child. This revelation is both a blessing and a burden, as Sasha proposes keeping Michael's paternity a secret. The tension between them is palpable as Michael agrees to her plan, but not without stipulating a condition. Michael's plea for Sasha to remain in Port Charles reflects his deep-seated need to be involved in their child's life. His argument is compelling. Port Charles is a place where Sasha can find support and stability. However, Sasha's reluctance hints at unresolved fears and uncertainties. Her decision to leave the Hamptons behind speaks volumes about her internal struggle to reconcile her past with her present. The conversation between Sasha and Michael is rife with subtext, highlighting the complexities of their relationship. Will Sasha stay and embrace a future with Michael, or will her desire for independence override their shared bond? This storyline promises to deliver plenty of heartache and hope in equal measure. Drew and Willow, a journey with hidden motives. Finally, we come to Drew Quartermain's invitation to Willow Corinthos for a trip to Washington, D.C. On the surface, this seems like a professional opportunity, but the undertones suggest something far more personal. Drew's charm and persistence have drawn Willow closer, but is this connection genuine, or is it built on manipulation? As Willow contemplates accompanying Drew, she faces a crossroads that could redefine her relationships with both Drew and Michael. The trip could either solidify her bond with Drew or expose cracks in their dynamic. Meanwhile, Drew's hidden agenda remains a tantalizing mystery. Is he genuinely invested in Willow, or does he have ulterior motives tied to his tangled history with the Quartermain family? Speculation and predictions, what lies ahead? With so many storylines reaching their boiling points, the possibilities are endless. Will Valentine uncover the sniper's identity and protect Charlotte from further harm? Can Anna neutralize Brennan's threat without compromising her own safety? How will Sonny's medical crisis reshape his legacy, and will Ava find the strength to reclaim her independence? Sasha and Michael's future hangs in the balance, while Drew and Willow's journey promises to be anything but smooth. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. This week's episodes have been a whirlwind of emotion, intrigue, and suspense. As always, General Hospital keeps us guessing with its intricate plots and unforgettable characters. What are your theories? How do you see these storylines playing out? We're going to dive into the whirlwind world of General Hospital and uncover the juicy details about this week's explosive episodes. From Liz's high-stakes investigation to Ava's desperate plea and Trina's emotional connection to Art, there's so much to unpack. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's unravel the drama. Trina's journey into Art and Kai's surprising reaction. Let's start with Trina Robinson, who brought Kai Taylor to the art gallery, a place that holds a special place in her heart. Trina's decision wasn't just about giving Kai a reprieve from the spotlight of fans and boosters. It was a deeply personal gesture, inviting him into a world that speaks to her soul. She led Kai to her favorite painting, a work she initially dismissed as scribbles but later grew to adore. Trina explained how its vibrant colors, intricate strokes, and evolving layers taught her to see beyond the surface. Art, she told him, is about perspective. It forces people to step outside themselves and explore the unfamiliar. This revelation struck a chord with Kai, who initially dismissed the piece as childish. His transformation from skeptic to intrigued admirer reflected the power of Trina's passion. Kai's confession that he was more captivated by Trina than the painting added a layer of vulnerability to their interaction. It hinted at a growing connection, one that could become a meaningful relationship or a fleeting moment of understanding. This scene beautifully showcased Trina's depth and Kai's willingness to embrace new perspectives. Could this spark a romance, or will their paths diverge as they pursue their individual journeys? Kristina and Lucas, a conversation full of hidden layers. Over at Charlie's, Kristina Davis was putting the finishing touches on her newly revamped bar. The blue-toned aesthetic reflected her desire for a fresh start, both for herself and the Port Charles community. Lucas Jones stopped by to admire her work, and their conversation took a turn toward the personal. Kristina shared an old photo of Lucas and Wiley, a snapshot of happier times. The image sparked bittersweet memories for Lucas, who reminisced about the day the picture was taken. Their discussion naturally transitioned to the current turmoil in the Corinthos family. Lucas admitted regret over his harsh words to Willow but reserved his true disdain for Drew Quartermaine. Drew's attempts to justify his affair with Willow using Sam's death as an excuse left Lucas disgusted. Kristina, ever fiery, declared she would have punched Drew if she'd heard him say such a thing. Their conversation deepened when Lucas revealed Ava Jerome had stepped in to calm him down during his confrontation with Willow. Ava's empathy, born from her own experiences of loss, had provided a moment of solace. Kristina was intrigued by Lucas's observation that Ava might be facing financial struggles. This revelation planted a seed of curiosity in Kristina's mind. Could she and Ava find common ground, or will Kristina's interest lead to more tension? Ava's desperate plea and Alexis' unyielding resolve. Now let's talk about Ava Jerome, whose desperation reached new heights this week. She showed up at Alexis Davis's door, determined to recover her Cassadine divorce settlement. Ava's plea was raw and heartfelt as she appealed to Alexis not just as a lawyer but as a fellow mother. The stakes couldn't be higher. Without the settlement, Ava's custody battle with Sonny Corinthos could collapse entirely. Alexis, ever pragmatic, listened but remained resolute. Their exchange crackled with tension, showcasing the complexities of their dynamic. Ava's vulnerability and relentless determination were on full display, but Alexis wasn't easily swayed. If Alexis refuses to help, Ava may be forced to take drastic measures to secure her financial future. Will Ava's desperation lead her down a dangerous path, or will she find another way to protect her family? Elizabeth's investigation and the shadow of suspicion. At General Hospital, Elizabeth Weber found herself at the center of a tense investigation into Dex Heller's mysterious death. Liz walked into what she thought would be a routine review meeting, only to find the hospital lawyer present. The atmosphere shifted immediately, and Liz's unease was evident. Terry Randolph and Portia Robinson revealed shocking news: Dex had died from a digitalis overdose, the same cause of death as Sam McCall. The lawyer's probing questions left Liz feeling cornered. Despite assurances that this was an informal review, Liz wisely chose to protect herself, hinting that she wouldn't proceed without legal representation. Lucky Spencer, who had offered his support earlier, watched from the sidelines, clearly torn. His presence added an emotional layer to the unfolding drama. Could Lucky's involvement complicate matters further, or will he become Liz's unexpected ally in uncovering the truth? The road ahead, predictions and speculations. As we look ahead, the possibilities are endless. Trina and Kai's connection could evolve into something beautiful, or it might serve as a moment of growth for them both. Kristina's curiosity about Ava's struggles could lead to an unlikely alliance or ignite new conflicts. Ava's determination to regain her settlement might push her to take risks that change her life forever. Meanwhile, Liz's fight to clear her name will undoubtedly lead to new revelations. Will she uncover the truth about Dex's death, or will the evidence point to her as a suspect? Lucky's role in her journey adds another layer of intrigue. Could their shared history lead to reconciliation, or will it reopen old wounds? Next, we're diving into the intricate twists and emotional roller coasters in General Hospital. From courtroom drama and family conflicts to heartfelt moments and looming mysteries, the citizens of Port Charles never fail to captivate us. Let's unravel all the juicy details from this week's gripping episodes. Trina's artistic haven and Kai's surprising sensitivity. Let's kick things off with Trina Robinson's unforgettable day at the art gallery with Kai Taylor. Trina's decision to bring Kai to her cherished sanctuary was not just an escape but an invitation to see the world through her eyes. Surrounded by abstract pieces and vibrant splashes of color, Trina introduced Kai to her favorite painting, a work she confessed she had once dismissed as childish scribbles. As she spoke, her voice carried the kind of passion that only comes from someone deeply moved by art. Trina shared how the painting transformed for her over time, revealing layers of meaning in its chaotic strokes. Kai, initially unimpressed, admitted he hadn't paid attention to the painting because he was more focused on her. This candid admission added a spark of vulnerability to Kai's typically composed demeanor. It was a moment of unexpected intimacy that hinted at a deeper connection brewing between them. Trina's commentary on the transformative power of art offered a rare glimpse into her inner world. It wasn't just about the painting, it was about how art allowed her to step outside herself, a theme that resonated with Kai. The conversation set the stage for a potential storyline exploring creativity and emotional growth, making this scene a memorable highlight. Elizabeth under siege, the medical review takes a dark turn. Next, we shift to Elizabeth Weber, whose medical review turned into a high-stakes interrogation. As Liz walked into the meeting room, the atmosphere was charged with tension. The presence of the hospital's lawyers signaled that this wasn't going to be the straightforward procedural review she had hoped for. Liz's unease was palpable as Portia Robinson and Terry Randolph laid out the grim details. The shocking revelation that Dex Heller's death mirrored Sam McCall's, both caused by digitalis overdose, cast a shadow of suspicion over Liz. When the possibility of a third victim, Sylvie Mullen, was introduced, Liz's uneasiness turned to visible alarm. Sylvie, an elderly patient who had died suddenly months prior, was now a key part of the investigation. The news that her body was being exhumed for further testing added an ominous weight to the proceedings. Just when it seemed Liz was cornered, Rick Lansing entered the room like a storm, declaring that his client would not answer any more questions. His assertive presence shifted the dynamic, sparking a heated exchange between him and the hospital lawyer. Rick's pointed remarks about Liz's dedication to her patients highlighted the fine line between defending his client and acknowledging the gravity of the situation. The confrontation left viewers on edge, wondering how Liz would navigate this treacherous path. Alexis and Sonny, a collision of ideals. Meanwhile, Alexis Davis and Sonny Corinthos had a conversation that was as much about family as it was about power. Alexis, ever the pragmatist, called Sonny to her office under the guise of doing him a favor. She began by revealing a major blow to Ava Jerome. The Cassadine estate had reclaimed the funds Nicholas had wrongfully given her. This revelation set the stage for Sonny to gain an advantage in his ongoing custody battle with Ava. But Alexis wasn't done. Pivoting to her true concern, she implored Sonny to take back Charlie's pub from their daughter, Kristina Corinthos Davis. Alexis feared that Kristina's involvement in the business, even as a legitimate endeavor, could make her a target for law enforcement scrutiny. Sonny, however, defended Kristina's independence, expressing unwavering trust in her abilities. This exchange revealed the complexities of their dynamic as co-parents and former lovers. Alexis' maternal instincts clashed with Sonny's faith in Kristina's autonomy, creating a layered debate about trust and control. The scene ended with Sonny promising to consider Alexis' concerns, leaving viewers to speculate whether his protective instincts would ultimately win out. Lucky's struggle, a lesson in letting go. At Sonny's gym, Lucky Spencer sought solace and advice from Isaiah Gannon. The two men shared a candid conversation about Lucky's concerns for Elizabeth. Lucky's fear that Liz might be scapegoated for the deaths of Sam and Dex revealed his deep-seated guilt and sense of responsibility. Isaiah, ever the voice of reason, urged Lucky to trust the process and reminded him that Liz was strong enough to face the challenges ahead. He cautioned Lucky against his tendency to take on the world's problems, emphasizing that sometimes the best thing one can do is simply be there for the people they care about. This moment of introspection added depth to Lucky's character, showcasing his internal struggle between wanting to save others and learning to step back. A sniper's shot, chaos in Prague. Finally, we turn to the international intrigue unfolding in Prague. Valentin Casadine's return to the canvas brought with it a whirlwind of danger and drama. As he confronted Lulu Spencer and Dante Falconeri in a cafe, tensions reached a boiling point. Charlotte Casadine's presence only heightened the stakes, as Valentin made it clear he wasn't afraid to make a scene. But just as the confrontation reached its peak, the sound of shattering glass silenced the room. A sniper's bullet pierced the window, narrowly missing Valentin. The chaos that followed left viewers breathless, with questions swirling about who the shooter was and what their true target might be. This explosive moment underscored the high-stakes nature of Valentin's storyline and set the stage for a thrilling arc in the weeks to come. This week's episodes of General Hospitал were a masterclass in drama, blending emotional depth with edge-of-your-seat suspense. From Trina's heartfelt exploration of art to Liz's fight for her reputation, the characters of Port Charles navigated a labyrinth of challenges and revelations. Sonny and Alexis clash over Kristina, Lucky's journey toward self-awareness, and the chaos in Prague added layers of complexity and intrigue.